Good afternoon. My name is Murray Clark. I'm honored to act as the MC today and also to serve as the President of the Board of Directors of the Indiana Soccer Association. Before we go on any further, how about a hand for the Brickyard Battalion? So first, a little bit about our State Soccer Association. We're a member of the U.S. Soccer Federation, the United States Youth Soccer Association, and the United States Adult Soccer Association. We have a current membership base of over 60,000 young players, over 3,000 adults, 8,000 active coaches, 3,800 referees, and as you might guess, thousands and thousands and scores of volunteers in our more than 140 membership clubs spread out through this great state. I want to recognize a couple people here with the Soccer Association. Dave Guthrie, our Executive Director, Samir Yasa, head of our Referee Association, Donnie Rawson, also with the association as well. It's a hugely exciting weekend, really, for all soccer people in this state, certainly the association. We are so excited to have this convention here in Indianapolis. It's a big deal to us. But I'll tell you what, we are equally as excited about this afternoon and the announcement you're about to hear more about. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you Bill Peterson, who's the commissioner of the NASL. Bill, if you would address the crowd, please.
Indy Soccer! Indy Soccer!
You did it.
Indy Soccer!
Congratulations, you did it. You all did it as well. No, keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Indy Soccer! Indy Soccer! Indy Soccer!
The guy in the back wants you to stop. Congratulations. What an effort. What a journey to get to this point. Everybody, including the Brickyard Battalion, all the youth soccer players and managers and coaches and organizers who got behind this effort, and everyone else in the great city of Indianapolis, the great state of Indiana, who've supported this effort. You did it. There's professional soccer coming to Indianapolis. May I also briefly just thank the members from the mayor's office, the governor's office, the legislature for being here today and also supporting this effort. Members from U.S. Soccer here who are supporting it, and our own NASL owners who are here today in the audience. Briefly, the NASL created the first soccer legacy in North America in the 70s with its famous players like Moore, Beckenbauer, Cruyff, and of course, Pele. It was led by a group of visionary leaders who were way ahead of their time, but they knew there were thousands and thousands of passionate soccer fans, even in the 70s, in this country, in North America, who wanted a release, who wanted their own team, who were willing to step up and support professional soccer. That legacy and spirit lives today with the NASL. Today's NASL is focused on creating the next soccer legacy in North America. Again, led by a group of passionate and visionary owners who believe in this great game and believe in the communities where our teams reside. Our owners know the importance of being part of the larger soccer community and contributing to the continued growth of the game at all levels. Each week, our teams provide highly competitive matches with our great players in our great stadiums, great stadium experiences, and all at an affordable price. Indianapolis has entertained the world on many occasions with great sporting moments. Today we launched the latest legacy in the long sports tradition of Indiana and Indianapolis. I'm confident Indianapolis and the surrounding communities and the state will develop this into one of the next great NASL cities. A true leader and visionary from your community has stepped forward to lead the efforts to establish his team in Indianapolis and to work towards creating the next great hotbed for professional soccer. I have a feeling from spending time with him, getting to know him, this is going to be an incredible ride that you all get to enjoy week after week, year after year, decade after decade. It's an honor to be here today, this great state, great city, where soccer has become an important part of so many people's lives. The legacy is now in your hands. take this team, build it into something strong, build it into something you're very proud of, and something that's very successful for a long time. So without further ado, it's an honor to announce that the 12th NASL team has been awarded to Ursel Ozdemir in the great city of Indianapolis. Congratulations.
Thank you, Bill. We welcome you to our great city. We hope you come back often and see the product that Ursal will develop and put on the pitch. So Ursal Ozdemir, who, if you're from this community, you know him. First of all, he's got a little bit of an unusual name. But you know Ursal and his wife Isabella are tremendous community leaders here in Indianapolis. He is the CEO of Keystone Construction Corporation, but more importantly today, and to many of us, he is a hugely supportive soccer guy. And Bill touched upon his leadership, how he's a visionary, and truly he has been, and he's been nurturing this idea for some time, doing his due diligence. We are so happy that Ursal has exercised that leadership and that vision. So let me introduce to you again, Mr. Ursal Ozdemir.
Well, this is an exciting day, and what a crowd. And this is our first standing room. Hopefully we'll have a lot more of those to come. But I want to say thank you, Murray, for being here, obviously to leading the State Soccer Association, your friendship, Commissioner. Thank you for being here. Deputy Mayor Darren Kittner, as well as Congressman Carson's District Director, Chris Warden, and Lonnie Cernacki from Mike Pence's office, Governor Pence's office. I also want to acknowledge some of our elected officials from General Assembly, City County Council, Mayor Cook, from Westfield. Thank you for coming down all the way, Mayor Cook. I know Speaker Bosma was to be here. Representative Jerry Torr, thank you for being here. Some of our city councilmen, Vop Osili, and I don't know who else is here currently, but thanks for all of you for being here, and as well as Mike McMillan, some earlier from the council. We also have a lot of civic and business leaders here. I don't know where I start and stop, but you know, it was very important for us to make sure that we reach all spectrum in Indianapolis and Indiana to make sure that we have a buy-in from everybody, from youth to professional soccer to clubs, as well as universities and business leaders and civic leaders and government leaders. So I wanted to make sure that this is not a short-term and quick decision, that we have a lot of interest and support going forward. I also want to thank special thanks to Tom Morrison, Vice President of Indiana University Facilities, and it's been great to work with for our 2014 future home at IUPUI Carroll Stadium. I think he's here as well. It's been great to work with you, Tom, and we're looking forward to continue our discussions as well. The size and diversity of the crowd today is an indication of the interest, I think, in professional soccer. It's a very variety of interest, and I hope that you'll buy season tickets after you leave here today. I'll have some people in the back to get your names, so open your checkbooks. So the other thing is, I think is important for me and for my family was that to have a really vibrant community that serves critical blocks. Among them were arts, diversity, respect for history, quality educational institutions, and quality sports teams, healthy quality sports teams. Our announcement today helps to ensure that our young people and our diverse population will have access to the favorite sport at their highest possible level as they grow in this community in Indiana. That was really important for us, and that I also believe, that this is the right time. And just a little background myself, I grew up in Turkey. From default, it is the sport of the country, or I would probably say the rest of the world as well. And so everybody, it doesn't matter you're good, tall, short, everybody plays soccer. Doesn't mean you're good, but everybody actually, it's people's sport. So everybody can play, enjoy, and obviously we have some great players here today to do that. And obviously when I moved here in 20 years, soccer, it was difficult to watch soccer on TV, and there was no internet when I graduated from college. I played through the high school and the college as well. But I've seen a significant improvement in the last 10 years, especially with the internet evolved, and we're able to watch games on the internet. And in the last, I think, 7-8 years, we're in national TV stations like Fox and BN and ESPN, ABC, and Gold TVs. And now we have actually a lot of outlets able to watch soccer nationally as well as internationally. That was really the key for me to start seeing and getting back into the passion of soccer. And then we got re-engaged. I don't know, Susan Williams, former CEO of the Indiana Sports Corp, part of the USA Soccer World Cup bid, 2018-2022. We were really excited that we thought we were going to host that in the United States, and Indianapolis actually was hopefully was going to be one of the shortlisted cities. And then part of that process, 3 years ago, we got re-engaged, visited a lot of teams, met a lot of people. One of those people were the chairman of the NASL, Aaron Davidson. He spent a lot of time and visited over 10 cities in the United States and Canada to understand the professional soccer and what has changed and what's the future of it. We came to the conclusion that the North American Soccer League is the best way to go. And part of that was the group of the owners currently that I met. Some of them are here today. Again, thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate your being here. A lot of great guys, committed, successful business people around the table, which gave me another assurance that this isn't something that is a short-term but a long-term play. So obviously I'm passionate about it. I played it. I play it still sometimes. I feel that this is city leaders over 30 years ago decided that this is going to be a sports town, and the city leaders have done a great job to bring 3 great professional sports in town. I feel like this is, as we're trying to be more global, city and state, this is one of the pieces that I think, one, fits in our mission of being a sports town, 2, being part of a global fabric as soccer as. So I was also excited when I visited Eli Lilly to tell him about this, a couple months ago, when they said that they're building a soccer field on their campus. I didn't have to say much about if they're interested on the sport or not, so that was good to see that. Again, I don't want to take any longer, but I appreciate everybody being today. It means a lot to me, and this is a long road, and we need everybody's support. I'm very confident that this is going to be a great team that you're going to enjoy, and I commit to all of you here and the rest of the state that we will do whatever it takes to make this team a great team that you'll be proud of, and for years to come. So again, thanks for being here today.
Thanks, Sir Saul. Maybe we'll get another shot at that 2022. You don't think they'll open that up again, do you? I probably just got myself in big trouble with that one. For many of the people on the stage, this day has been a long time coming, but maybe for our next speaker, more than anybody, it's been hard to keep this exercise quiet, this exercise in due diligence and viability that Saul and his folks have gone through the last several months. When Peter Wilt, our next speaker, I think has met with about every soccer leader, community leader, elected official, business official in Indiana, central Indiana, if not the whole state. And he's done a great job. He's been the right-hand person of Saul in this discussion of whether this is a good idea, a viable idea. And of course we see the product of his work. And that's why I don't think anybody on stage has a bigger smile on his face today than our next speaker, GM extraordinaire, soccer GM extraordinaire, Peter Wilt.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Murray. Thank you, Brickyard Battalion and Indiana Soccer. Thank you, media members, for being here today. And most of all, I want to thank Ursal. I mean, Ursal has taken the leap, and it takes a brave man to do this in professional soccer in the United States. I once said about a former boss of mine, Phil Anschutz, that he could see around corners. And I have the same sense with Ursal. And it's very exciting to be starting this adventure with him. I do want to recognize a few important people that have joined us here today. And I'm the soccer guy, so it's exciting I get to introduce the soccer legend, not only of Indiana, but of college coaching in the United States. 6-time NCAA champion as a coach, and he would want me to remember that he was also an NCAA champion as a player, along with his wife Marilyn from Indiana University, Coach Jerry Yeagley. Thanks for being here, Coach. Also here, having played at Indiana University and gone on to the highest stage in the world as World Cup players in 1990 for John, and 1994 and 1998 for Jürgen. John Stolmeyer and Jürgen Sommer are here. And fresh off the field, and another NCAA champion from Westfield, and the newest generation Adidas signing by Major League Soccer, an expected top 10 draft pick tomorrow, along with his parents Carlos and Christy Zavaleta. Welcome, Eric Zavaleta. Well, I'm the guy that gets to address a few of the practical matters that really, this has really been a pep rally, and it's exciting, but it's also a media conference, and we do have some news to give about the venue, the tickets, the team name, colors, staff, coaches, and players. As Ursal mentioned, we've had very good discussions with Indiana University about playing at Michael Carroll Stadium. There's a beautiful picture of it here as we anticipate it looking like when we play. We're very excited to have this facility at our disposal. As far as tickets go, the season tickets will go on sale this evening at 6 o'clock. Individual tickets are being priced at a reasonable level. It's very important that this is affordable for families. So the tickets are going to start at $10, go up to $30, and then there'll be additional seating for club seats and luxury suites. That means for a 15-game season ticket package, we're able to offer season tickets, especially for the guys standing on the stage that'll be behind the goal, for as little as $135. And guys, anyone here going to buy a season ticket? Yeah! 6 o'clock, IndyProSoccer.com. Season tickets, even in the good seats, the higher priced ones, will only be $390. It's what I think is the best value for professional sports in Indiana. We did the pledges on the website over the last 3 months to get an idea of how popular this would be, and I was frankly blown away by the numbers. And they were just pledges. The commitments still have to be converted, but I'm confident they will be based on the conversations I've had with people. In 3 months' time, with very little publicity, really as a grassroots online effort, we signed up 2,500 pledges for season tickets. So starting today at 6 o'clock, go online, $25 per seat is a deposit. It holds not only your seat, but your priority number. I have to admit, I cheated, and I went online to make sure it worked before we came in here. So I'm season ticket holder number 001, and it does work, and I hope you all join me as season ticket holders of Indy Pro Soccer. So the website, again, is indyprosoccer.com. It's going to be relaunched. Actually, as we speak, it's being relaunched at indyprosoccer.com with many new features, including the video that you just saw and a Name the Team advisory poll. The poll is going to continue having an option to submit your own name, your own idea. It will go for about 2 months, and we also have 4 ideas out there that you can vote on so we can get a sense of the popularity of the names. The names on the website are Indianapolis AC for Athletic Club, Indianapolis United, Indianapolis Majestic, and Indianapolis Speed. And again, there'll be an opportunity to vote for other also. The team name and the colors will get the feedback from the fans. And the feedback from the fans has been so important. It helped us settle on Carroll Stadium. It was the most popular submission. And then we're also going to start hiring front office staff. There'll be information on the website on what positions are available and how to go about applying for those positions. We'll be hiring coaches as well throughout the year by the end of 2013. And the players then will be acquired once the coaching staff is in place. The players will be acquired through free agent signings, trades, and tryouts. The team itself will be composed of international players, players from the rest of the United States, and significantly, a large number of Indiana natives. It's important that this team is connected to Indiana. On our website, it says, the world's game, Indiana's team. Up to this point, that's just words. Unless we back it, it doesn't mean anything. But we plan to back it up. We plan to build a team that Indiana will embrace and call its own. We must build a broad base of support, and that means new Americans, youth soccer families, young adults like those in the Brickyard Battalion, coming together to support their team. We plan to build on the foundation of folks like Coach Yeagley, Jurgen, John, and we must grow the new legacy that's being created by players active today. On the world stage, you have players like DeMarcus Beasley from Indiana, from Fort Wayne, Lauren Cheney, Lori Lindsay, along with the next generation of Indiana's young soccer players, like Eric, and like these young players behind us off to the side. We are planning to build on that legacy, build on that foundation, and help create a soccer nation for the future. Thank you all. Thank you for being here as soccer history is made in Indiana.
Thanks, Peter. Thank you for your remarks and all your hard work. We are blessed in this state and this community, this city, central Indiana, with extraordinary leadership that we've seen over the last several decades has resulted in really extraordinary amateur and professional athletic organizations, teams, events, and the like. And so I want to recognize and ask to come to the podium representatives of several of those leaders. First, the mayor of Indianapolis, Greg Ballard, now serving his second term as mayor of Indianapolis, is very supportive of these efforts and others like that. He's really had been a tremendous leader for this community. He hates not being here today. He's in Washington at the, I'm told, at the National Conference of Mayors. But in his stead, I'd like to introduce and invite to the podium Deputy Mayor of Economic Development, Darren Kittner.
Thank you, Murray. Good afternoon. It's an honor for me to be here today representing Mayor Greg Ballard. The mayor would obviously love to be here himself, but as Murray mentioned, he is in D.C., and while he's in D.C., he's going to be meeting with congressional leaders about important issues facing our city. But make no mistake about it, today's announcement and what it entails is extremely important and significant for this city going forward. Before I get started, I do want to welcome the National Soccer Coaches Association of America to Indianapolis. Thank you for choosing our city for your convention. We are sure that you will enjoy all that Indianapolis has to offer, including our Hoosier hospitality. Continuing to develop Indianapolis as the sports capital of the world has been and continues to be a top priority for Mayor Ballard. In fact, while in D.C., he will be chairing a committee of large city mayors to discuss and deal with the impact and issues facing these cities as they relate to professional sports. It's been mentioned up here already, but Indianapolis has more than a 100-year tradition of hosting great sporting events, and over the last 30 years, we've gone from Pan Am Games to Super Bowls. We also now have a wide array of professional sports, including football, baseball, basketball, hockey, etc. Sports has proven to be an overwhelmingly successful strategy, but it's one we must continue to grow and evolve. The addition of soccer to this city's sports fabric is an ideal way to grow that sports strategy. As we all know, soccer is the most popular sport in the world, and it's also one of the fastest growing in this country alone. Soccer will not only provide an important amenity to our residents, but will also serve as a vital tool in attracting visitors to our cities and talented individuals to our companies. As has always been the case, the sports strategy isn't just about sports. It's about economic development as well. Tens of thousands of Hoosiers are employed as a direct result of our sports industry, and our sporting events draw hundreds of thousands of visitors to our city each year. The addition of soccer is one more component in making Indianapolis a more complete and thriving city, and one with mass appeal to people of all walks of life. I believe it was referred to earlier as a global city, and to be a global city, you need a soccer presence. Indianapolis and Central Indiana have benefited from the investment of those like Ursal Ozdemir, who convert vision into reality. So on behalf of the City of Indianapolis and Mayor Greg Ballard, thank you Ursal, for your continued investment in our city and for bringing pro soccer back to Indianapolis.
Thank you, Darren. We are greatly appreciative of the leadership of Mayor Ballard, and I think I'd be remiss at this point. I know he was introduced before. Mayor Andy Cook, if you'd stand up one more time and wave to everyone. Mayor of Westfield, just north of Indianapolis, notable today as the home place of Eric Zavaleta. But also, I hope those of you who are attending this convention take the time to look at Mayor Cook's vision on display, and that is the Grand Park development in Westfield, athletic development that Mayor Cook will have on display this weekend, and we wish you Godspeed with that, Mayor. Next, I'd like to introduce to the podium Chris Warden. Chris is the district director for Congressman Andre Carson, who is the congressman for this area of Indianapolis. He comes from a long legacy, a long family legacy of political leaders and members of Congress as well. He has a little business to attend to in D.C., as you might expect and desire, but in his place, we're happy to have his district director, Chris Warden.
Good afternoon. Before I begin, I wanted to thank the battalion for the enthusiasm. I have to tell you, I'm pretty amped up, and but for the fact that I know we're under some time constraints, I would want to scream goal for about 45 or 50 seconds. So, I do have the honor of serving with Congressman Carson, who regrets he cannot attend today, but he's grateful that he was able to share the following words. Survey Indianapolis history, you see forward thinking, and you see an ever-expanding reputation for excellence in sports. We were once the auto racing capital of the world until we added the amateur sports capital of the world. Then with the Reggie Miller era with the Pacers, with the Colts high performance, with the Super Bowl victory, and with our city's own victory hosting the Super Bowl last year, we demonstrated conclusively that Indy is Major League as well. So it's fitting and forward thinking that we now bring a North American Soccer League franchise here. Soccer is America's second most popular sport for ages 12 to 24. It's more popular than Major League Baseball, college football, and the NBA. In that age group, Lionel Messi is more popular than Dwayne Wade. Now, this isn't surprising given how popular youth soccer is. And the kids who play the game become the fans who watch the game and love it for the rest of their lives, making soccer one generation away from exploding in popularity. Indianapolis should not miss out. And as the Deputy Mayor has referenced, this is an additional brick in the brand of Indianapolis, which is how we bring people to the city and create jobs. I extend my congratulations and best wishes to us all for keeping us ahead of the curve, whether this is the first step to putting soccer in Indy on a larger stage, or whether it ultimately stands in its own right. It makes sense for who we are and where we want to go as a city. Thank you.
Finally, we had hoped that Governor Mike Pence could make his way to the conference. He is in his second full day of his governorship, having been inaugurated on Monday. I know Governor Pence is supportive of Ursal's efforts, and I believe he'll be here probably within the next half hour. And if you see him walk in, let us know, because I think Ursal has a little commemorative gift for him. But in his stead, I'm really pleased to introduce an old friend from the governor's office, Lonnie Zernicke, to make a few remarks.
And I am looking, the governor has not walked in yet, but good afternoon. My name is Lonnie Zernicke, and it is my pleasure to be here today. I know Governor Pence is going to be very envious that I got to be here, and he did not. On behalf of Governor Pence, he planned to attend, but now he's in his second day as governor. Actually, 53 hours and 13 minutes into his new stay, and he is very grateful for that. His commitments have kept him from being here. I know he'd rather be here with you, but he looks forward to seeing you at 4:30 or thereabouts, and I hope as many of you that can stay will. He will very much appreciate getting to meet you, and a special welcome to all of you who are not from Indiana that happen to be here today. On behalf of our great state, we just welcome you. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Lonnie, and we'll look for the governor. Really, that concludes the formal part of our program. I want to thank all of you for being here and your patience and indulgence. Thank you, Bill, for making your way to the press conference. Peter, Ursel, of course, we wish you the best of good fortune in everything you do. Darren, Chris, Lonnie, thank you for being here as well. Remember, 6 o'clock, that's when you can first buy your season tickets. A little bit of business here. For the media, I think those on the stage will be over here, our right, your left, to answer questions. For the rest of you, the reception will start immediately in the back of the room. Again, thank you for all of you for attending, and God bless and good luck to Ursal and Indy Soccer.